I need to be around you more.
Yeah.
Need to be around those. And I think you're creating that there's more, even our whole podcast community, your online community, all of those people that are following you, those aren't people that are just following you because you're some influencer that does all of this stuff and sells these products or whatever, like you see on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
The people that are following you are people that believe in you, that do have your back.
Yep.
That I feel like if you sent out something and we said, hey, Shane needs this because he's going through this hard thing, dude, you'd have so many people lining up to help you out. Which we've seen even in our 5K.
Well,
how many people just came to us, you know?
Yeah, that was cool.
And it was like the one I always think about is the guy from the UK.
Yeah, dude, what a stud.
And he didn't even get a packet.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I'll pay the entry fee. You don't need to send me the packet. And then he even posted like him actually doing the run. Like, I'm just going to do it anyway just to support you guys.
That was awesome.
It is cool.
Yeah.
It is cool.
I mean,
thanks, guy from UK. I forgot your name.
Shout
man.
out.
I'm so sorry.
Shout
I'm so sorry I forgot your name. We'll have to add that in somewhere. But.
No, it's true. Like Shane's posted, different things on Facebook and stuff. Like, just want to check in with people, make sure everybody's okay. And I've told him like, but you realize how many people have your back too.
Yeah.
Like it goes both ways. And these people, like you said, they're there for a reason. They're being intentional about following you because they get something from that.
Yeah, I'm so happy about the Iron Willed community that we started. I have a group called Iron Will on Facebook, and the people in that, they are always posting
they're posting all the time.
Motivational stuff, and like it's just awesome to have that community.
Well, and cool. Like everybody needs somebody that they can relate to, and like you said, everybody has their own struggles, but you can find that kind of common ground with these people who have the same desire to be better and to live the life that they want to live. So just building other people up. And, for me, like I'm the type of person, I'm not a front and center, like type of person. I'm the support. I'm totally happy to just be the person behind the scenes. That's like, when my people are like doing what they love and they're succeeding at life and kicking ass, like that makes me so happy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We call those cheerleaders.
Yes.
She's a cheerleader.
That is my role. So,
but you don't have to be female to be a cheerleader. You could be a male cheerleader. I like to cheer people on, but I'm a coach, so I do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways,
But just like, and I've heard you talk about this before, John, like when, you see one of your clients that reaches a goal, how fulfilling is that?
It totally
like,
is.
I feel like with Shane, like I have nothing to do with his recovery other than like, I'm always there for him.
Yeah,
I'm his support,
other than
whatever.
you're rooting me on.
But I'm just
which
like
is cheerleader.
which is that that does help him with his recovery.
Oh yeah,
it
helps so much.
Oh yeah, it really does. Even though there might not be physical stuff like you're helping him with exercise or moving or anything like that, but like
all the hard parts,
you're helping the mental aspect, right? Which
and I'm totally happy to be that person. Like if I feel like the other person appreciates it and it's reciprocated, like there is nothing I wouldn't do.
Yeah,
that's great.
So it's just good to be around good people, the right type of people that can
have
be
your
that
back.
for you.
Yeah.
So life's good. Like I'm happy. My kids are happy. I feel honestly in a better spot than I've been maybe ever.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
wow,
life's good.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's great.
Yeah.
It's positive.
So, I want to ask you like one more question. Who motivates you personally, and who inspires you to improve yourself and be a better person? It could be anything like a podcaster or anyone.
A writer, book writer, anybody that you are influenced.
Right. Well, I think honestly, I can say my biggest motivator, and at times when I've been like, feeling like I didn't want to do certain things or whatever, I'm always hyper motivated by my kids.
Yeah.
And
that's
by
cool.
wanting to, be an example for them, but also like,
your kids are so like fun to be around. and I really appreciate when they're here, and they are funny and they have the same sense of humor as you do, and it's just awesome to be around.
Oh, they're cool. I really do have really, really good kids. I told them, at one point, like, my job is just to give you just enough dysfunction to make sure you guys are funny. And just, and they're all like, they just are quick and witty and fun and just good people. Like I get reports. We had a parent teacher conference recently, and my daughter, who I have 3 boys and 1 girl. And so, she's absolutely everything you could want in a daughter. She is sweet, and
she's got
little
the
mommy.
longest hair.
Yeah, beautiful awesome, long hair, but she is a sassy, feisty, like not taking
she's
anybody's
got 3
crap.
brothers, man.
Heck yeah. But like I hear from her teacher, she includes everyone. She is so sweet. Like
cool.
People, I have multiple kids have come up to me and said, Hallie, gave me a compliment on just my outfit today, and it was so nice. That's like just awesome. Little things. She's just such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And so just like hearing things like that about your kids is like so validating. Like I'm not screwing them up. It's going to be fine. Like they're good people, and they're smart, and they're fun. And I have good kids. So they motivate me more than anything.
Yeah, that's cool.
Get up in the morning and
they're your purpose. They're your reason why you want to be who you want to be is because of them. I'm with you 100%. Yeah. That's like me as well. My kids are they're right up there at the top of the list.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's how I feel like it's I have a dog, Hank, but it's impossible to get that same relationship with a animal or whatever. Like it has to be a person, and it has to be your kid to get that same type of feelings.
Yeah. But at the same time, like I said, Shane's been an influence on my kids too, and my my parents and everybody. Like that's another part of just surrounding yourself with the right people is then your kids are around the right people.
Yeah.
And, as far as who inspires me, Shane has definitely opened my eyes to a lot of things. I said,
cool.
He'll always give me like for Christmas, he's given me a couple of times, like I say he's trying to make me a better person. Yeah. So it'll be like a Jocko book or, he gave me a couple years ago, it was a journal. I think it was just a funny, like, it's called like, let that shit go or something. Yeah. It's just a funny, like
sometimes
journaling.
You do. Write it down, get rid of it. Yeah.
And, and I did, I wrote in it and I was like, that's funny. It's not something I would have ever bought myself, but so he's trying to make me a better person. Meanwhile, the gift I get him is a painting of his dog in an old time, general outfit.
That one's
right
awesome.
I did. So again, I just go back to humor because that's what that's how I am. But, but the same thing as you guys, like listening to, being intentional about the type of people that you follow and you listen to, and Dakota Meyer and Jocko and all these guys, and just people that I listen to on your guys' podcast. I don't know these people, but just
they have some amazing stories,
and just the human spirit. Like there's so much like ugliness and just darkness and stuff in the world right now.
And it seems to be elevated right now.
Well, and it's all that you see.
Yeah.
So
televised, it's put right in front of your face.
So like even like the COVID stuff, I'm like, I don't even want to look at Facebook. I don't want to see.
Right.
And it's not trying to be ignorant to it or ignore it, but it's also like it brings you down.
Yeah. And you don't need to have that rubbed in your face all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
It is because fear sells.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
But the thing is, you still have a choice with who you want to be, right? And what kind of person you want to become.
Sure.
And how you want to act in the world, regardless of all that other stuff that seems to be like penetrating us from all sides.
Yeah. Well, and I have to believe that the core of most people is good.
Yeah.
And you see something like, obviously one of the biggest events in my lifetime, I was a senior in high school when 9/11 happened. And I remember, like, everybody, you remember exactly where you were, what you did.
I remember exactly where I was.
Yeah. Like going to school and just sitting there and having the news on.
Feeling.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was just.
I thought it was fake at first.
Yeah.
I was at work, and some guy comes running out of I was out in a lumber yard, and some guy comes running out, and his name was Joe. We called him Poopy Pants. Long story there, but he came running out and he's like, dude, we're under attack. And he's like freaking out, right?
Yeah.
So I like go running. I'm like, I thought he meant like right here, right now. So I'm like looking up overhead, and then I run in and it's, it's televised.
Yeah.
And you get to see the second plane like hit.
Exactly.
Right?
I saw that live too.
And all of us were like, whoa, this is pretty intense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My mom came into my room and knocked on the door and she's like, you need to turn the TV on right now. You got to see what's going on. And, turned it on, like you said, just in time to see the second plane.
Yeah.
But then just like the horror of that. But then on the flip side, how everybody came together.
Yeah.
And
right.
like that spirit, human spirit.
I've heard Dakota Meyer say a ton of times, he would never wish for another September 11th, but he would take another September 12th any day.
Yeah. Like when since then has everybody been that united?
I don't remember a time.
So yeah, just be intentional about what you give your energy to, what you let into your mental space, and
exactly.
There's good out there.
Yeah,
there really is.
So you just got to focus on that, and I don't know. That's
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's really good. Yeah.
It was really good to hear your perspective on my brain injury and stuff like that. Like we've talked about it before. Like we often have one-on-one conversations but it was good to hear it again and know like that how it affected you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell you guys a funny Shane story really quick?
Totally.
Okay. So
am I gonna be mad?
No, you're not gonna be mad.
He's gonna be like throwing the microphone on the ground.
This is just another like just the funniest thing that like I will always remember. So I worked as a medical assistant for 10 years at a family practice office. And so I'm working one day and I get a phone call from Shane. And he says, hey, would you be able to look at my records and see when my last tetanus shot was? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Why? What happened? And he goes, I was shot. And I go, he was working construction at the time. And I said, nail gun? And he goes, 9mm. I was like, what?
Working construction,
And it just like totally took me off guard, and I was dying. Of course, he got. I don't know. Do you have the scar? On
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a little bullet hole right in his right forearm. But anyways, it just killed me. And I was working for this PA at the time who. Imagine Doc Brown from Back to the Future movies.
Oh yeah,
that was him.
Totally him. The big white hair and just the funny kind of loud personality. And I told him that, and we just died laughing. Like, obviously, like, are you okay? Okay, you're okay. Well, what are you getting shot for, you dumbass? Like, But it was so funny. And anyway, Shane's a cool dude.
He's a cool dude. Thank you for sharing that.
He
That's
survived
awesome.
being shot too. Aside from a brain injury,
right.
He survived a gunshot wound from a 9mm. So just throwing that out there.
Wow.
Awesome.
Anyways, thank you guys. This was totally out of my comfort zone, but it was fun.
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm super glad you were able to do it.
Yeah.
And
that's great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And everybody else listening, please share this. Share it to people.
Comment, subscribe.
Share it to people that you feel like could really hear this message today.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Okay.
And we out.
Okay.
We out.
Okay.